Hey everyone, and welcome back to Fun-Filled Figures. Last time, we got the hang of what fractions are all about. Well, today, just like I promised, we're going to level up and learn exactly how to add them together. Let's jump right in. So, before we start adding like math superstars, let's do a super quick refresh. Just think about sharing a pizza with your friends, or maybe breaking off pieces of a chocolate bar. Fractions are really just a way to talk about those pieces. Each one is just a part of the whole thing. And remember, every single fraction has two main jobs. The number on top, that's the numerator, and it tells us how many pieces we're talking about. And the number on the bottom, the denominator, tells us how many pieces the whole thing was cut into. Okay, with that fresh in our minds, how would a quick brain warm-up? I've got 3 little questions to get your brain buzzing. First up, in the fraction 5/6, what do we call the 5 and what do we call the 6? Number 2, is 3/8 a proper or an improper fraction? And for the third one, if you have a circle split into 4 equal parts and you color in 2 of them, what's that fraction? Go ahead and pause here for a sec if you want to think it over. Okay, you ready for the answers? For 5/6, the 5 is our numerator and the 6 is the denominator. Nailed it. 3/8 is a proper fraction because 3 is smaller than 8. And that circle shows 2/4, which you might also know is the same as 1/2. Awesome work on that warm-up. All right, our brains are officially warmed up and we are ready for our first mission, adding fractions. We're going to start with what I like to call the easy win. This is when the fractions have the exact same denominator. The rule here is so simple. When those bottom numbers, the denominators, are the same, all you have to do is add the top numbers. That's it. The denominator doesn't change at all. I mean, think about it. The size of the slices isn't changing. You're just counting up how many you have altogether. Let's go back to our pizza. This time, it's cut into 7 big slices. So if you eat 2 of those slices, that's 2/7. Then you're still hungry, so you eat 3 more slices. That's 3/7. So how much have you eaten? You just add the tops. 2 plus 3 is 5. You've eaten 5/7 of the pizza. See? Simple as that. Okay, you have totally mastered the easy stuff. Are you ready to level up? Because now we're going to see what happens when the denominators are different. Now, it might look a little tricky at first, but do not worry. I am going to show you 2 really smart methods to solve it every single time. So we have 2 awesome tools for our math toolkit today. Tool number 1 is cross multiplication. It's a super fast, powerful way to get the right answer. Tool number 2 is the LCM method, which is fantastic for really understanding why this all works. Let's break them both down. Okay. Let's try adding 1/3 plus 2/5 using cross multiplication. First, we're going to multiply diagonally, kind of like a crisscross. So we do 1 times 5, which is 5. Then we do the other diagonal, 2 times 3, which is 6. Got it? Next, for our new numerator, we just add those 2 numbers together. 5 plus 6 equals 11. And for the final step, we multiply the 2 bottom numbers straight across. 3 times 5 is 15. And there you have it. Our answer is 11/15. Now, to help you remember those steps, I've got a little chant. It might sound silly, but it works. Say it with me. Cross, add, multiply, down. Let's do it again. Cross, add, multiply, down. That little rhyme will be your secret weapon. Now for our second tool, the LCM method. Okay, LCM sounds a little bit fancy, I know, but it just stands for lowest common multiple. And all that really means is we're hunting for the smallest number that both of our bottom numbers, our denominators, can divide into perfectly. So for our problem, 1/3 plus 2/5, we need the LCM for 3 and 5. So let's list out the multiples of 3. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. Now for 5, we've got 5, 10, 15, and stop. Did you see that? The very first number that popped up in both lists is 15. That's it. That's our lowest common multiple. So now that we know our LCM is 15, we use it to make our denominators match. To turn 1/3 into a fraction with 15 on the bottom, we had to multiply the 3 by 5, right? So we have to do the same to the top. 1 times 5 is 5, so we have 5/15. For 2/5, we multiplied the 5 by 3 to get 15, so we do the same to the top. 2 times 3 is 6, so that's 6/15. Now it's easy. 5/15 plus 6/15 equals 11/15. Look at that. The exact same answer as before. 2 different tools, same right answer.
Okay, you've seen the rules, you've seen the tools, now it's your turn to put it all into practice. I'm going to give you a problem and I'll count down from 10. Let's see if you can solve it before time runs out. You ready?
Here is your first problem. What is 2/5 plus 3/5? Your time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. The answer is 5/5, which is the same as 1 whole. If you got that, you are doing an amazing job. Ready for another one? Your second problem is 3/7 plus 1/7. And the countdown begins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is 4/7. Excellent work. You are really getting the hang of this. You made it through the warm-up. You flew through the practice round. And now it is time for the final challenge, the boss round. This one is going to use everything we've learned today. Okay, here it is. What is 1/5 plus 2/3? Now remember, the denominators are different, so you can pick your favorite tool, either cross multiplication or the LCM method. I want you to pause the explainer right here, take all the time you need to solve it, and then hit play when you're ready for the answer. And you're back! Ready to see how you did? The final answer is 13/15. If you got that, that is absolutely incredible work. And you know what? If you didn't get it, that is totally okay. This is the trickiest kind of problem, and you can always rewind and watch the explanations again. You will get it with a little more practice, I promise. Wow, let's do a super fast recap. The number one most important rule for adding fractions is that the denominators have to be the same. And if they're not, you have two awesome tools to fix that: the fast cross multiplication trick or the super smart LCM method. Honestly, you did such an amazing job today. So what's coming up next on our adventure? Well, now that you're an expert at adding fractions, it's time to take on subtracting them. That's all coming up in our next explainer, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for hanging out with me, and keep on counting.